I'm going to go ahead and jump right in right now, ahead of schedule, because I feel like there's a whole pile of misinformation being bandied about right now in interesting ways. There is actually a canonical, correct way of representing a cube, a three-dimensional cube, in a two-dimensional space. You can show a person what a cube looks like on a two-dimensional space, otherwise known as a piece of paper. Yeah, drawing a cube is not hard. You just got to draw the box, and then draw 4 lines off the back of the box, and then draw another box kind of offset from the first box. It's not that complicated, man. But you humies seem to have significant problems going from 3 dimensions to 4 dimensions. And so, yes, technically, you can accurately represent a tesseract, otherwise known as a 4-dimensional cube, inside of a 3-dimensional space. It does not translate well to a 2-dimensional space, which is what most of y'all would be looking at a tesseract in. You can step down 1 dimension pretty straightforwardly, and I realize I just did something wrong, fine. But you cannot really step up 2 dimensions pretty easily. Yeah. Going from a flat piece of paper to a 4-dimensional cube, that's kind of challenging. But going from a 2-dimensional system to a 3-dimensional cube, you can draw that easily. It's not too hard. I mean, like I said, you just have to make depth or whatever part of the equation. And by the fornication, am I being heard? Because if I am not, I feel like I just wasted a whole pile of time. No? I'm not being heard? Yes, I am being heard. Oh, great. Did everyone hear all my ranting and ravings? See, the problem is with dimensions is stepping up 1 dimension isn't actually that hard. You can describe a 3-dimensional object in 2-dimensional space not that difficultly. And you can technically describe a 2-dimensional object in a 1-dimensional space, although describing what a 1-dimensional space looks like is kind of challenging for you 3-dimensional species. But a 4-dimensional object, otherwise known as a hypercube, the best kind of cube, is, yes, a little challenging, because you do have to present the object in a 3-dimensional space. And frankly, most of you humies don't have 3-dimensional projectors available to you. So you're facing the same problem. And no, computer screens don't count as 3-dimensional projection spaces. Your computer screen will allow you to view 2-dimensional objects quite well, and then allow you to assume what a 3-dimensional object will look like quite well. Fine. No big deal. The problem is, to see a proper 3-dimensional object, you need something better than the screen in front of you. And to assume what a 4-dimensional object might look like, you need, well, again, something more than the screen in front of you. You can't project 2 dimensions down, basically, or 2 dimensions up, depending on how you want to look at it. There are some fun GIFs that try. The problem is they are oversimplifying the problem. It's kind of like explaining a Klein bottle to a 2-dimensional species. And I guess in that case, they just look at it as a Mobius strip. So maybe that's not the best reference. And if you don't know what a Klein bottle is, and if you don't know what a Mobius strip is, let's just say I'll maybe do an episode in the future about that. Because actually, amusingly, Klein bottles actually factor into a story from Robert Heinlein, which is somewhat weird direction to be going with this conversation. But all the same, yes, I am trying to teach dimensional physics to humies. It's hard, I mean, everyone treats the whole, like, flat piece of paper, and you have 2 points on the piece of paper, and if you fold the piece of paper, and you punch a hole through the 2 points, behold, wormhole! I mean, yes, that is a massive oversimplification of the process, but that is basically how those work. But it's not a great representation because there's a whole pile of other crap going on there. And we're still confining ourselves to basically three-dimensional space, which can be reduced to two-dimensional space pretty easily, as long as you describe it in the right way. The problem is if you're skipping multiple dimensions. If you're trying to go from, say, 4 to 2, there's not a great way of describing how a four-dimensional object looks like in two-dimensional space. It's just not a good thing. And realistically, most of your display systems are simply two-dimensional. Oh yes, you fake around the edges that all the games you play are three-dimensional because they have depth and crap. Yeah, fine. But you're still just looking at a screen, aren't you? You're still just looking at a flat, well, occasionally curved display that is trying to convince you that this two-dimensional surface, plane, again, even if it's curved, yes, amusingly, planes can be curved in, I forget the term for the space that we'd be talking about if planes were curved. Now we're getting into some weird edge case scenarios. Anyways, all of your computers that you're looking at, all of your screens that you're looking at are two-dimensional planes. And they're trying to convince you that they look three-dimensional. They're not. They're not three-dimensional objects. And there aren't many systems on your planet right now that can actually reliably, honestly, no joke, present a three-dimensional object in the world in front of you. Where as you move around it, you can see what that three-dimensional object looks like. So here we're in the same problem of simply describing a three-dimensional cube in a two-dimensional plane, and we're moving it up, and we're trying to describe a four-dimensional hypercube in a three-dimensional cube, but then translating it down again into a two-dimensional plane. That doesn't work out so well. And yes, you guys, in fairness, have done some shenanigans about how to do, like, basically, by the great maker, I wish I could remember the word, holodecks. Y'all have basically figured out the first step of holodecks, and it's a great first step. But it's not really reliable, and it's not really 3D. It's kind of like you're taking multiple 2D projections and shoving them into, like, a gaseous space that has, for example, dry ice clouds in it. And once you combine all the various projections together in this dry ice cloud, then yes, you have a three-dimensional object. But you're still kind of cheating around the edges. As far as I know, I don't know that you have a true, in front of you, bare naked eye, not to be confused with bare naked ladies, projection of a 3D object. It'd be fascinating if you did, because then you could start seeing what a tesseract would actually look like. But anyways, enough with the hyperdimensional physics and topologies and so on and so forth, because once you start getting into that territory, you start getting into, like, what is a Newtonian space, and how does folding that matter, and that's all kinds of complicated. Anyways, I lied, or I didn't lie, depending on when you saw this announcement, but we will in fact be playing a different game than I announced initially. because we will in fact be playing, yes, TerraTech Legion. Now, as far as I know, TerraTech is a game that has been around apparently since 2015. That's great and all. It does significantly remind me of a game who I swear I just bookmarked somewhere and apparently did not. It significantly reminds me of Please Stand By. The words are hard. Where is this potato? Robocraft, which is different from Roblox, and I don't know why. I spent a pile of time in Robocraft back around when Robocraft was alive. Apparently I am quite good at selecting games that don't last very long. For example, Dreadnought. Dreadnought was an amazing game. It had an amazing artistry. It had fairly decent mechanics. It died. All the servers are dead now. Robocraft was figuring its way out. It wasn't a great game. It was a fun game, though. And, it, well, died. Apparently, the company was working on Robocraft 2, and, well, the company got bought, and then the company who bought them said no, and, yeah. It did stick around several years. Yes, Lawrence Frazier, you are correct. Robocraft was amazing. It was little cubes, and you could build the most redonkulously large vehicle that you wanted to take on other vehicles. And everyone always tested the edge cases. Because one of the fun things about the game is that there was like a floaty cube that you could stick onto your vehicle. And you could float all the way up to the known space of the combat area. And then snipe down, because the sniper gun was lighter than all the floaty cubes put together. And you could just like snipe down and zap people without any significant repercussions, because looking up at the sky, it'd be really, really hard to pick you out. And then the game involved some like turbulence in the atmosphere, and things got kind of complicated. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like Robocraft got overwhelmed by Roblox and all the rest of those games that I refuse to play because they're basically just, you know, advertising wrapped in a game. It was kind of samey after a while. Robocraft, all the designs always seem to like, it's kind of like all organics always come back to crabs kind of idea. Robocraft always came back to certain designs, but you could always do something silly. And I mean, yes, maybe you'd technically lose, but it'd be fun in the process, right? And this game, TerraTech Legion, kind of feels like the same basic idea. And it's a little different. It's a lot different. Let me be honest. TerraTech apparently came out around the same time that Robocraft did. I didn't clock it in the slightest bit. I don't know where TerraTech Legion came from, except that it was part of the demo barrage that happened over this past weekend in Steam. And I tried a few of those demos. In fact, I demoed one of those demos. The one with the helicopter. Wow. How did I just dump the name? My Humies, when you get to my age, you start forgetting everything. Cleared Hot. Yes, Cleared Hot. We did the Cleared Hot demo. And it was pretty awesome. And I tried out this demo on my own, and it wasn't... Oh, why did I do that? It wasn't bad. So I figured that instead of me futzing around with Istrolid and being a general pain in the butt about, like, being slow about picking up what they're putting down, let's have some fun with TerraTech Legion instead. You know? Why not? So, I feel like I should make sure that everyone's online who's going to be online. Because linguistification is hard. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. We'll just go ahead and plow right in. And yes, it is a little samey after time, I guess. But it's funny in the meantime. Guillermo El Nino. I probably mutilated that. But moving on. And I would really prefer if I was able to pull up. Please stand by. As usual, I pushed the wrong buttons in the right sequence. Wrong buttons in the wrong sequence. However you want to phrase this conversation. There we go. Much better. Alright. Let's go forth. I'm going to go ahead and warn you that this game is kind of bonkers. It took me like 3 or 4 iterations to figure out how to use it properly. And I have still not defeated the demo. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. But in the meantime, it's kind of wild. You only get the Michaela Craft Pathfinder First Class as your Ranger 1 drives. I don't know. So, Revark, we have actually received some odd miscellaneous communications from the autonomous self-supportive heuristic organic life emulator. I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to tell me, and also filtering out a whole pile of weirdness. But yes, there actually, oddly, will be an update from the, again, autonomous self-supportive heuristic organic life emulator. Yes, you can figure out that acronym for yourself. And yes, for some reason, number 42 seems remarkably persistent at surviving. I don't know why. And no, let's be honest here. Number 42 is not a representation of how many, well, let's just call them assholes that we've sent to your planet. Let's just say they're possibly more or less. And yes, I hate the naming. I'm kind of curious about Jean-Pierre, the Grenadier demolitions expert, or sorry, demolitions specialist, and the wing leader. I mean, why would you include all this information in the demo? I'm not really clear why. But in the meantime, we're stuck with Michaela Craft, Pathfinder First Class, Ranger 1. And this is where the game gets a lot weird. Because, we are, in fact, a little tiny vehicle driving around. Yay! But there are all these dorks. And, amusingly, running them over wins us stuff and things. Press spacebar to go faster. Whee! And still, driving over these dorks and shooting them allows us to do stuff. And now we're in the build mode, which is the other weird part. Well, we've already got a wide block, so we might as well go with a grip wheel, because trust me, grip matters. This game is so weird, man. You'll start to understand how weird it is after a while. So, our current gun, this one right here, is a ZK-47. Because clearly we can't just call it an AK-47. And for some reason it can only shoot forward. Okay, dokie. But the blaster can shoot 360 degrees. And it does 85 damage versus 16 on the ZK-47, which seems somewhat underwhelming. Well, Barry Bend, I have played American McGee's Alice, and I love American McGee's Alice. So I guess I should look up American McGee's Scrapland as well. Because, I mean, American McGee's Alice is, frankly, one of the better first-person shooter games that I know about. I don't know what this... Frankly, Von Shroom, I don't know how this factors into the larger gestalt of Terratech. It is simply a demo that I grabbed off the Steam demos that is Terratech Legion. And that's all I got, man. I'm going to keep playing it. I don't know how it factors into the larger scheme of things, but it gets really fun, really weird, really fast, right? So, in the meantime, Ye Old Blaster does more damage than the ZK-47 and massively more damage than the mining laser. So, Blaster it is. Zippity zappity, zappity crappity. Alright. So, and the Blaster is zapping along. And apparently, like I said, ramming is an option. I don't know why ramming is an option. We should pick up the little things left behind, right? Especially the cubes. Always pick up the cubes, yo! And look at this thing just zapping along. Zippity zappity happity crappity. We got more upgrades on the boat. Sorry, this is a... Oh. Well, let's go see what those upgrades do. And that's getting kind of spicy over there. Alright. We have the option of bumpers, which increases our health and increases our impact damage. Grip wheels. We should have put some other wheels in the vehicle before, so my fault. So probably we should do the bumper. I mean, seriously, look at this little stupid vehicle. It's not that great, and yet I'm supposed to run over like a legion with it. I'm going to go with the bumper because we're going to run into a whole pile of crap in the meantime. So we got the bumper. And then, again, honestly, I mean, mining laser actually hits a whole pile of times. I don't know if it does a lot of damage. I mean... We can look at the numbers. It does 6 damage, 0 knockback, 38 range, and hits 9 times per second. Fine. This does 85 damage, 0.4 knockback, 360 degree area, 37 meters of range, and 1.4 rate of fire. I mean, technically this math is hard. This probably does more damage. No, it doesn't. Massively doesn't. 1.4 damage. No, hold on. 1.4 times 85 versus 9 times... Math is hard. 9 times 6. 56? Yeah. So, I mean... One thing I have discovered is that flexibility of utility actually changes mechanics significantly. So, adding the mining laser, in my opinion, actually improves our performance. But that's just me. It is, in fact, a rubber baby bumper. Where did the bumper go? Oh, God. Oh, I didn't even put it on. Buy the potatoes. Well, I can't put it on now, so we got to decide what we're doing right now. Blaster is 60 per second, yes. And what about the mining laser for those of y'all out there who want to do the math? Because, I mean, I'm too lazy. The ZK-47, which is funny, is... not the right option. Although I do appreciate that it does look a lot like a cartoon version of a AK-47. I mean, come on. It's got the little banana mag. It's got the like hard front sight, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Laser is 54 per second. All right. So blaster better by 6 damage per second. Check. All right. Now we need to actually do some moderate upgrades because we haven't changed up the wheels. Grip, acceleration, and health. All right, fine. So, ye old bumper goes on the front, as one might imagine. Let's expand the rear. And then let's perhaps upgrade the grip wheel, yahoo, and the acceleration wheels. And by the great maker, we shall power forward. Yeah, the ZK's damage angle is really the problem. You got to be pointed at the problem to shoot the problem. And there are much better ways of addressing problems in the future that are directly in front of the vehicle aside from the ZK. In the end, the ZK is basically just an accessory. But you'll see in just a minute. Oh boy. Ye old swarms. Somehow we got new mods. Somehow we're not dying. I'm so confused about that aspect. But in the meantime, we'll go plowing through this place and go get some new things. Yes. See, at the beginning, upgrades are so quick and so easy. Afterwards, they're not great. So, like I said in the beginning, upgrades are so easy. We are definitely grabbing the repair nanite factory because we're going to need that. Yeah. Fix yourself is always better than have more yourself. And in this case, grabbing things farther away than they are currently is so much better than having to, like, go somewhere to grab the thing that you want. Increasing your pickup range is always a win. And again, you're going to have to trust me on that, because I have tried this a few times, and not one terribly. And now here's the fun question about how to ram into things. The ZK-47 is probably the wrong answer. The diamond drill is... Oh, yeah, fudge muffins. Well, I guess we're going to diamond drill this time. My fault, sorry. I forgot to hover over and view the options. Anyways, we are going to go make new friends with diamond drill. You can blame me after this. We're going to diamond drill our way through all this mess. You freaking dorks. Alright. Now we can upgrade again. And it just keeps happening this way, man. It just keeps happening. Well, I neglected to put other mods onto the vehicle. My fault. So, shall we? Voyager wheels are not a great option because the grip thing is a big deal. Grip matters if you want to control your vehicle. Rush wheels, I mean, if you want to go faster, that's always an option. And then fuel tanks, if you want to go faster longer, are always an option too. And I feel like y'all, just like me, are just catching up with the idea of this game. Because it is totally bonkers. I don't know who designed this. I don't know who made this. But it's still kind of weird. Because, yes, it took me like 4 iterations of playing this demo to figure out that, yeah, running over things is a win. Fuel tank does sound like a best option. So I could add more guns to the rear to add more DACA, But the aside from the ZK-47, the blaster and the blaster and the this is the blaster and blaster right now. They can shoot in 360 degrees, yo. The ZK is not so great. So, fuel tank it seems like the best option. I agree with that opinion. But new box. All right. We're wanting to cover our ass, I think is what I heard. So maybe the mining laser with the, well, 360 degree coverage versus the diamond drill that we already have on our front. Because behold, diamond drill. Versus the flat gun, which we can also always put on our front. It seems like mining laser to cover our posteriors may be the best option, right? Maybe? I don't know. What's the worst that can happen, yo? Why not add guns on your rear arc to add more doggo? I mean, that would be the mining laser aspect, yes. So, yeah. Let's do the mining laser thing. Why not? Zippity zappity happity crappity. Alright. Let's upgrade our hit points because adding more to the vehicle adds more hit points, as one might expect. With a zippity zappity happity crappity laser on the back. And then a repair factory nanite and scanning radar and fuel tank to go along with it. And behold, we are a murder vehicle now. Maybe, if we stay alive long enough. We got so much stuff going on, man. We got so much stuff going on. Alright. These little dorks are trying to keep up with us. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ah. Alright. Let's see what we can upgrade now. Scanning radar. In my opinion, upgrade range or grabbing range is a win. In my opinion. But, I mean, well, I assume everyone's paying attention now. If you're watching some television or something like that, then fine, watch that. In the meantime, extending the range at which we can grab upgrade seems like a win, right? So I think we're going to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Now we got the electric cannon. So the flat gun does massive damage right in front of us. The diamond drill does massive damage literally right in front of us. But the electric cannon does massive chain damage across everything in front of anywhere. John Leonard, you're on a ride. We doing a thing, yo. We're playing some weird ass game, and it's gonna be fun. Nope, not that high. There we go. Good enough. Alright. Let's go zippy zappy and collecting stuff and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Alright. Now, on the map, if you have been paying attention, there are some question marks that we should pay attention to. Aside from this box, there we go. Thank you. We should go to the question mark, right? Because after all, it's a good idea. Let's go investigate the question mark. Yeah, it's not going to be great. Ah, yeah, really. Alright, alright. Zippity zappity happity gravity. Boop. So, shall we upgrade the weapons massively, like every single weapon at available opportunities, or shall we just like make the vehicle longer? That's weird. Or accelerate the vehicle? I'm voting for like more damage, more better. And I can song and dance and blah blah blah, and I'll just maybe in the end do what I like. It's fine. Annihilation capacitor, behold. Ooh, grenade launcher. Yes, in fact, strong dreams right here. We are getting slower as we get bigger. That's how the wheels factor in. But in the meantime, let's throw a grenade launcher in this bad boy, because I'm pretty sure that one bumper and one diamond drill is enough for the front. And the grenade launcher... the fun thing about the grenade launcher is, well, first of all, fudge. All right. No, I meant to grab, but that's what I grabbed, so. Not up or shut up, yo. Face forward, face the enemy. Blap. Alright, it's time to go somewhere else. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're going somewhere else, yo. Please stand by. And this is the Legion aspect of the game that we're playing right now. I don't really understand it. It's very strange. And here we go. Alright. We can either add more wheels, or we can add more damage absorption, or we can add more targeting acceleration. I mean, targeting acceleration is kind of tempting, isn't it? Fires faster versus sucks up more damage. Eh. No? No opinion? Come on, guys. I know you have an opinion. And I know that you know what opinion I might choose, so come on. Make a choice. Or not, and I'll just do what I want. No big deal. Zero it? What does that mean? Yeah, I'm definitely... I don't know, Revark. I don't get a lot of back talk on what's going wrong. But in the meantime, yes. In the meantime, as someone voted, we're going to shoot faster. How about that? You dorks. And then, yes, now that we forgot about it, the grenade freaking launcher. because it's covering our posterior for reasons. So in the meantime, let's put some stuff away, because that's the only way to move things around. It's kind of annoying. And then, oh gosh, we gotta put all the things away. All right. Fantastic. A little tighter, a little harder, a little faster. Yo ho ho, man. What? No. All right, here we go. Yo ho ho, y'all. And zippity zappity crappity crappity. Oh, God. We're zapping the crap out of the dorks. Woo! Zippity zappity happity crappity, you man. Come on. Found a Legion base. That's not great. Oh God. Yes, I see that my health is low. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Alright, how do we fix the health being low problem? I'm going to say more grenade launchers, because let's add some new grenade launchers. Oh, for fornication's sake. There we go. Yay! Because what better way to make new friends than reminding the old friends that, we gonna fuck your face, yo. Come on now. Zippity zappity happity crappity. Yeah. We didn't die. So win. Oh, well, maybe not win. Alright. So. Turbo rotary machine gun, or plasma cutter, or tenderizer. Let's be honest here. The tenderizer is a pretty solid choice. Zippity zappity happity crappity, man. Come on. All right. All right. Alright. There we go. See? Like I said. Explosive damage. Well, the grenades do explosive, right? Yeah, fine. The damage reduction is pretty good though, so let's take that. And then, for example, munitions versus energy versus impact by the Green Man. All right. It feels like munition is a win, but also energy is a win. But everyone is just like wondering what I'll do. And that's fine. So, you know what? We will knuckle up and do energy because that's fun. Rotary machine gun. Bloop, 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 yo. Bloop, frickin' bloop, yo. And now, and yet still. Oh, I guess, there we go. Cool, cool. Dynafire. Die in so many fires. Whoa, that's not a great place. Alright, moving on. Nope. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I get it. Sorry. Let's recuperate some points or something like that. Alright. Come on. Let's skeet along. Or let's knuckle up and go back in. I mean, I don't know. Nope, that's not. That's bad. Toast my goat's a bad plan. Alright. Zippity zappity happy crappity. Alright, how do we fix this problem? Well, blaster cannon is actually a good choice. There we go. Big old monster cannon. That does monster cannon things. Alright. Now we're in a decent place. Silly, stupid design isn't so silly and stupid right now, right? Yo? Now it's done. Nope. Health stupidly low. I'm kind of surprised we survived. Yeah. Time to leave. Totes my goats, time to leave. By the flying fornication, it's still time to leave. Oh, crap. This signal still just keep coming after me. Sadly. Oh, God. I do not want to... no. Don't want that. Don't want that. I just don't want that. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So... the fun part is I've only gotten to the end of the yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's try again. Zippity zappity happy crafty. Let's increase the damage. And then beyond that, blaster, 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 yo. I want to make this thing wider than it is, but fine. We'll figure that out later. Oh, we found the worst option available. Yeah, fine. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Feels like pickup range is better than the alternative. Alright, fine. And blaster again, because why not? Blaster and wheels. Well, here we are again. Again. I mean, repair is a great thing to have. Yep. And Scanning pickup is a great thing to have too. And weapons, please. We got some weapons. Blasters. Yay, blasters. Alright. Blaster. Weird looking outwards. Dupe. And dupe. And maybe and dupe. Cool. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna go with mining laser this time because it's funny. Alright. We made so many friends, we got a new thing. Hey, really. Boost duration seems to be the way to go to in this place. Again, repairing yourself seems like a win. Okay, there's more. Grenade launcher. My great maker, have you not? No, okay. Fine. You have not heard the glory and the wonder of the grenade launcher. It's horrifying. Alright, alright. Fine. What in tarnation? Can I stop putting these down at some point? What the? Alright, fine. Zippity zappity, yo! Come on now. What is this down here? Let's go investigate. Because, well, it's so spicy if I do or do not. So, you know what? It's fine. Oh boy. Alright. Not a shut up, yo. Let that complete. And some, Also add some more wheels. Why not? And then above that, yeah. Zippity zappity happity crappity. Hey, Torx. Oh, those are chunky wheels. Alright, fine. Let's reevaluate the equation here. Cool, cool, cool. Not those. No. I could have sworn there were wheels that had cost associated with them. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Let's make new friends and fornicate faces, right? Alright. Whee! That hurt a lot. Alright. Well, again, the zippity zappity is pretty zippity zappity. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's put that away again. Potatoes. Fuck. Yeah. Nope. Well, apparently, nope. Crap. Well, all right, we got to figure out how to make this weirdness work, and we'll figure that out. It's fine. You just drop that right down there. There we go. Win, yo. Win. And like I said, it feels like this game is just like the game of like how to make the worst possible system ever. I could make this thing so wide, so wide. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. We got it. Win. Win. Crap. All right, all right. Yeah, it's definitely the skewer. Ye old skewer for the ye old win. Knuckle up, yo. With bonus hit points. Oh, no, blaster. And also, just for the record, random freaking wall of hit points. Cool. Well, spicy. Whew. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, more damage, more better, man. And what we got now here? Increased weapon range, more better, more better. Yes. And then, oh crap. All right, I'm gonna take a second and take care of some stuff in here in the shipyard. But y'all can talk amongst yourselves about whether mine layer, bisector saw, or flat cannon are the better. I know my opinion. Alright, alright, alright. What does the chat look like? It seems like more Flakka, more better is the option, yes. I mean, alright, fine. Flakka, Flakka, more Flakka, additional Flakka, more and more Flakka. Yeah. I mean, chat is kind of scary, but they seem to be leaning towards more and more flak. So, I mean, okay. I mean, I like the idea of the mine layer, but apparently the idea of Roberta Flack is the predominant motif. So, ye old flak cannon. Yeah, we've got space to do that. So, behold, ye old flak of doom. Yay! And in the meantime, we need to reconfigure all of this. Like literally all of this. So much of this. Die in a fire of this. No, not the wheels. Put that away too. Fine. Put that away too. Hokey dokey, hokey pokey. We got a whole butt ton of frickin' things going on here, man. So many things going on in so many directions. And it doesn't actually matter in terms of like which direction things are happening in. Nope, nope, nope. But fine. You just gotta add more stuff to more things. And knuckle up. For example, slapping that armor plate right there is pretty much good enough. And then barring that wheel and shoving it back? Yeah, good enough. Alright. Alright. Let's go run some stuff over again. Right? Maybe. Zippity zappity happity crappity. Oh, great. So the little blue things that we're picking up are the bar at the bottom of the screen. And as we fill up that bar, which is terrifyingly not filling up, we will call down another upgrade thing. And once we call down another upgrade thing, we can do more things. And it's complicated, man. It's so complicated. But basically, the blue bar, the bluish bar, is filled up by those little blue triangle things that we pick up. And that's basically the long and the short of it. Energy damage. Well, seems like it's the best option, so yeah. And then... ooh, we can do the laser beam thing. Yes. Plasma cutter for the win. Plasma cutter is terrifying. It is a lightsaber with additional features. It is basically just a lightsaber when you get right down to it. Rotate properly, thank you. And behold, lightsaber tank! Yeah. We gotta get out of this nonsense. We gotta die. It's gonna be bad. Go great. That did not go great. Alright, fine. Let's fix ourselves up and gather up the flock and so on and so forth. Like, seriously, this game is just so massively confusing. Zippity zappity happity crap. Oh god. Oh god. We might die. 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 Alright. We might not die. Boost recharge, energy damage, and ballistic damage. Let's go ahead and go with the superconductor. And then maybe blaster damage. Yay, blasters. Yes. Blasters. Absolutely blasters. So, we take that off and we shove it over here. And we take that off and we shove it over there. And we take that off and move it there. And we tuck that off and put it right there. And then we put that right there. Fantastico! We have a lightsaber right in front of us, and we are just plowing along. We're just plowing along. Okay. Go. Massive magnet upgrade. Win. I'm going to go with the long plate because more armor, more better. And then, I mean, frankly, hammer time or blaster cannon. I mean, hammer time is a pretty good option, honestly. We can figure out how to make that work. Yeah, let's go with hammer time. Let's go with hammer time. All right, fine. We'll put that away. We'll put that away. We'll borrow some things on the back of the boat. So now, for example, we will, in fact, all right, fine. I know how to make this work. It's fine. No big deal. Behold! Hammer time. All right. I'm not sure I feel about how this is working out in the end, but, well, in the meantime, win? Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrifying. We made a horrible machine that, yeah, not great. Not a win in my opinion, but it's fine. But we're gonna, like, plow through all the same. Alright, fine. The laser sword at this point really doesn't matter. Oh god, health is low, it's fine. We'll recover. We'll recover. It's fine. Not sure how we'll recover, but we're working on it. Alright. Alright. Well then, that wasn't so bad. Well, it wasn't bad. It was worse than I thought. Oh god. Ah! Alright. Mistakes were made. How about it? Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, of course a bad freaking enemy is approaching. We about to die, yo. Oh, right now. Fornication. Well, I'm leaving this area, and you can fuck off and die. Please. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Munitions enrichment, which I still don't know what the fornication that means. Hardened ammunition or nitro injector? Extent. What the hell does extent mean? I sort of get nigger. Alright, fine. I mean, yes, maybe range, but it doesn't seem like that's quite right, is it? I don't know. So I don't know what extent actually means. And we ain't got that many ballistic guns on our ship. We got the ZK-47, and that's basically it. And the nitro injector. Yeah, fine. So I don't know what to make of this. But in the meantime, I suppose, I don't know. We'll grab the extent to see what happens. Okie dokie. Oh, orbital laser, my favorite. I love this thing. I frankly, no joke, no shit, love this thing. I adore this little dork. Nope. Put that away. There we go. Oh, there we go. Orbital laser, my friend. My little dork. My absolute jackhole. I love you. And now it's basically just a question of whether or not we can keep away from Big Bad long enough to stay alive. Because thanks to the upgrade of the orbital strike system, we are fairly flexible on how we keep moving around. Like, no joke. They can keep coming at us, keep coming hit us, but we're a little flexible. Yeah, aside from him just showing up out of the blue. Alright, let's fix ourselves, please. Come on. Yeah, you're really slow about fixing yourself, aren't you? I still love the lightsaber sticking out the front of this dork. And in the meantime, I'm just going to keep running away. Because that big thing behind us, yeah, that thing, I don't like that thing. That thing shoots things that, I can't deal with. So, in the meantime, whew, nope, time to go somewhere else. And I know we're going to run out of time. But in the meantime, it does seem kind of funny that we did a whole game about, like, building this, like, cube-powered vehicle that had various weapons on top of it and has been doing a really, really solid job of, like, dealing for itself. And I mean, come on. This is a shop that appreciates cubes. So here we are, running away as fast as we can in the cube-shaped object that we built. And, yeah, you know, details, yo. Come on. How long can we last? Because like I said, I have not defeated this end stage version of the game. This demo, I have not defeated. Ah! And I'm not sure if that... Well, no, let's be honest. I am sure that's my fault. It's entirely my fault. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's entirely my fault that I did not defeat it. But in the meantime, it's kind of funny that I'm just running away really, really fast. Eee. Even with this lightsaber in front of me, I'm still just running. I mean, come on. Whoop. Nope. I would appreciate at least one more upgrade. One single more upgrade. That'd be nice. We'll see if I survive long enough to make that happen. Because here we are, just trundling along. We ain't even halfway there yet. Not even halfway there yet. Alright. Let's go backwards. Okay. Now I'm putting my life in my own hands. Because theoretically... Oh, nice. Life. We've killed a whole pile of things along this path. And theoretically, we should be able to pick up all kinds of upgrade materials along the way. I mean, seriously, we should be able to... Oh, nope. I believe. Zippity zappity on our way on to upgrading everything, right? Oh, we even got a fucking cube upgrade here. Alright, come on. Nut up or shut up, yo. Come on. Come on, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. Nope. I'm not to be here right now. time to not be here again. Here. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Win. Be elsewhere now. Alright, alright. How long can you run this gun? Not that long ago. Alright, time to leave. Time to freaking leave. Mistakes were made. I did not mean to be here, but all the same, fighting through all the crap. Alright, we got our way out. Win. For what little that counts. Oh my god. They just keep coming at us. Alright, fine. Found GSO stored depot. I don't know what the hell that means, but in the meantime... Oh crap. We're getting shot at. Again. Alright. I see the upgrade. Yes, I see the upgrade. Ooh! Spicy! Well, crap. I don't see a win here. I do not see a win here. We might as well put on the spike wheels because why not? But I would like some more offensive capabilities. Yes, these. Orbital laser or grenade grinder. Alright. I'm not sure how to make that work. Let's go with orbital laser. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Put that away. Let's put that away. Let's shove on some... Oh my god, they're so huge. What the fornication? Bigger, badder, faster, stronger wheels. What? Oh, fudge. Cool. Bigger, badder, faster, stronger, stupid wheels. Check. Nope, nope. Check. Cannot replace what? Oh, fudge. Come on. We can do this. We can fill in the block. We can do the thing. Check. Alright. Rush wheels. Check. Super duper crazy asshole wheels. Check. Nope. Seriously? Again with the insufficient... What? There we go. Thank you. Super duper wheels, yo. And now we're just trying to figure out how to... Well, fine. Make this stupid stuff work. Alright. Okie dokie. Okie pokey. Let's make new friends. Yes, I know. Low health. And I didn't know which way else out from... Fudge. Well, we died. Again, I still have not defeated this freaking demo. And it's really kind of annoying me. So, in the meantime, if y'all want to go and do the demo of, sorry, what game we're playing again? Oh, for fornication's sake. I have totally lost the bubble here. Yeah, really. Yes, TerraTech Legion demo. If you want to play the TerraTech Legion demo yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. Apparently, I can't finish the demo, which, I mean, are you surprised? But in the meantime, I mean, yeah, go forth. Play the TerraTech demo. Have fun with it. Worst case, you die repeatedly, and by the Great Maker, we are great at that. But in the meantime, yeah. And as always, yeah. Let me find the right terminology. Let me find the right details. It doesn't really matter. In the meantime, and as always, good night and good luck.